I got insanely lucky and managed to pull both Mualani and Kachina in under 30 pulls. Now, the adventure truly begins. It's time to head to Natlan and build them while trying to survive without using any characters, artifacts, weapons or food from outside the region. My biggest challenge right now is that both of my characters are stuck at level 1. I'm terrified of getting instantly killed as soon as I enter the new region. I think my chances of staying alive would go up a ton if I could get their health and defense just a little higher. So, to increase our survival chance, we need to get to level 90. Now, to get to level 90, I need the boss materials, right? So, how do I progress? I think I'm gonna farm artifacts first. They don't need to be perfect. I just need to boost my survivability rate, both for Mualani and Kachina. Unfortunately, I don't have the newer ones, so I'll have to venture deep into the unknown to obtain them. The journey to the artifact zone is super dangerous. Every enemy I encounter will be significantly stronger than my characters, who are still level 1 with basic weapons that I obtained from the web event and no artifacts at all. Before I set off for Natlan, I realized 2k things. One good, one bad. The good news is, I can level up my characters all the way up to 40 without needing any of those special boss materials. Same goes for their weapons. This should make things a bit safer. The bad news though, I totally forgot to clear out my inventory of food from the other regions. And guess what? I learned something super annoying about this game that I never knew because I've never tried to get rid of food before. Can I select everything? Wait, I cannot destroy... Can I just destroy it? No? I can only destroy the ingredients, but not the food. Okay, so I need to consume this. All this food by the next stream is gonna be gone. This is gonna take a few hours, I think, right? It took me an entire week to get rid of all this food. A whole week! I cursed the day I decided to cook 20 dishes every week for the battle pass. Of course, that was a problem for future me, so in my blissful ignorance, I decided to continue with my established plan without knowing what awaits me in the future. Afterwards, I hit a little roadblock on my way to the artifacts domain. Past a certain point, the Archon quest automatically starts, which is a pretty big time sink. But, on the bright side, you get a free copy of Kachina at the beginning of the quest after chatting with her. With that in mind, I started weighing my options. Should I start the Archon quest now to get another constellation for Kachina? Is it worth it for the survival challenge? It doesn't really matter if she's at C0 or C1. Actually, does it matter? Let me see. Is there anything that heals? Increase defense, okay, don't care. Yeah, nothing really interesting, but you know what? Let's do another temple. Maybe I can get another Kachina. Nope. God damn it. I took those last 10 disappointing pulls as a sign of what I should do. I mean, for a survival challenge like this, I need an account that has horizontal investment, just in case one of my character dies. So, I'm switching the initial route and skipping the Archon quest for now. Don't worry, we'll come back to it later. I was venturing into uncharted territory at this point. On my way to the artifacts domain, I was super careful gathering resources around me. I didn't want to mess with any enemies that were like 50 levels above me. Ooh, do I risk it? You know what? Let's go. Maybe they cannot see me. Let's be sneaky. Hopefully I don't fall, because otherwise it's going to turn ugly really fast. Ooh, that was close. God damn it. Now run, Mualani. Let's not trigger them. Ooh, I've never been so nervous playing Genshin before, not going to lie. Actually, it's a different way to experience the game. The journey was a lot longer than I expected, so I used the extra time to brainstorm and plan for what's ahead. Of course, with all that thinking, some of the thoughts that crossed my mind were, let's call them, interesting. So here somewhere underground is the boss that I need to fight to level up Kachina, the chunky guy. And I actually do not know how the hell I'm going to defeat it, because it has a lot of health and I do very little damage. Maybe by possessing a Saurian, maybe there's one that do a lot of damage. Ooh, I actually know the green one does a lot of damage if he can absorb the balls. And maybe I can absorb the big guy's balls. That sounded weird, but if you fought the boss before, you know that at some point he spits some balls, and I probably can use those against him. So, after a bit of a detour to fully uncover the map, we've finally arrived at our much anticipated destination, the new Natlan artifact domain. For this artifact farming adventure, I've decided to use Kachina. Why Kachina? Well, she's got higher defense than Mualani, so she's less likely to get one-shotted. Plus, if I lose a character, I don't want to lose Mualani this early in the survival challenge. So, I decided to start at the very bottom of the artifact domain in the first gauntlet and work my way up. My first goal was to complete a full set of 4-star artifacts for both Mualani and Kachina. Even starting at the lowest level, I quickly realized that the disparity in power between my characters and the enemies was going to be a major obstacle. So I thought, why go alone? I figured there had to be other players out there as desperate as me to start from the lowest level. I waited a few minutes for some teammates, but no luck. The game couldn't find anyone to team up with at such a low level. So I decided to turn it up a notch and try my luck in the second gauntlet. Unfortunately, that didn't work out either. So I moved up to the second to last difficulty level. I figured surely I'll find someone here. And I did. After a few minutes, I teamed up with 3 other players who clearly had no idea what they were getting themselves into when they teamed up with me. Before we jumped into the action, they started to realize something was off about one of their teammates. Lumin, can you change? This is my only character. Oh, they actually believed me. Okay, nice. Also, you can do it solo, you don't need for me to do any kind of damage. Well, I guess they are low level also, right? Because they are doing the second gauntlet. Please carry me. With my prayers said, I tried to be as useful as possible during the battles, all while staying as far away from the enemies as I could. Every time my skill was ready, I would use it to create some crystallized shields for my teammates, then run away like a scaredy cat because I was terrified of dying instantly. Basically, I was just a spectator watching all the chaos unfold. After doing this for a few rounds, my teammates finally realized I was the weakest link and kicked me out. But I didn't care. I was just happy to get some new artifacts to help my characters stay alive. Let's see. We got a few artifacts, so this one is actually perfect for her, right? HP %, energy and elemental mastery. Actually not bad. Unfortunately, in the first run, I didn't get any artifacts for Mualani, just for Kachina. Still, I was pretty happy to get a full set of artifacts so quickly, even if it was a mix of 4 stars and 5 stars. I wasn't in a position to complain. I even found a pretty good sense piece that I can use from now on without having to replace it later. And we all know how hard it is to get a good sense piece. Full of joy with the progress I made, I decided to jump back into the artifact domain. But unfortunately, things didn't go as well this time. Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh dear God, no. We are gonna die. I need to leave this. I actually need to leave him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yes, leave, please. Run. Run, run, run. Leave him, yes. Okay. I cannot play with someone that has Tignari and Xingqiu on the same team. That is a recipe for disaster. After a few failed attempts in co-op, I started to get a really clear picture of the average Genshin player. And to make things worse, I realized that farming for artifacts was going to take forever. I was starting to lose my mind between how little damage everyone was doing and how little I was doing, and the fact that poor Kachina almost died a few times because I was getting too close to the enemies. It was rough, but after a few more rounds, I finally managed to get a full artifact set for Mualani. Now let's see what we got. This one, yes. This one is already leveled up. It's not the best, but it has a lot of HP %, which I actually need a lot. Defense or attack? I think defense for now. Defense yes, and HP. Okay, my Mualani is pretty much built at this point. Like I said many times during this stream, I just need survivability for now. But I still need to play Kachina because with Mualani I'm pretty much useless. I cannot do any kind of damage. Low level character, low level weapon, nothing going for her. So everything is up to level 20. Okay, this is good. Let's see if I can get a goblet. Then we are actually in business. My Mualani's build was starting to take shape. Slowly but surely, she was transforming into something more than what she was supposed to be. Less of a delicate flower and more of a brick wall. Mualani was evolving into a tank. I feel this is the correct moment to say that if you find these artifacts relatable, please hit that subscribe button, it really helps out. I finally got my hands on a complete set of artifacts for her, even if they were a bit subpar. But hey, beggars can be choosers, right? Survival was more important than perfect stats. Now I only need one more piece, so I tried to find the team again. But this time, something caught my eye and I realized that one character is quite popular among the player base. A lot of Navias today. Hopefully they are fully built, because otherwise she's going to do negative damage. Let's see your weapon, so I know what we are working with.
A few inches later.
Who died? Oh god, leave the domain. Abort! God damn it, I need to run. Lift him. Ooh, I was about to die. Ay, 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 ay. Man, this is actually stressing me out. What the? These players are actually killing me. After a few near heart attacks, I decided to wait a few minutes before trying again. I didn't want the system to pair me up with the same players over and over. It's a trick I learned back in my League of Legends days. Using this tactic made me feel like a genius, like I was outsmarting everyone. But life has a funny way of putting you in your place. Turns out I was the clown all along. Come on, invite me please. Guys, can we start?
Eventually.
Ooh, okay, I'm dumb. Okay, I am actually dumb. I'm the host. God damn it, I was accusing the Nuvilette and I was the host. Okay, you know what? Let's just take the L and move on. Okay, buddy. You know what? Let's just return. Wait, who is triggering the enemy? What the Run! Yo, leave me alone. What the? Oh god. Did that player sabotage me? Did that trigger the enemy so he could attack me before he left? Or before he entered the domain? God damn it. Sorry for wasting your time, team. I wasn't aware I was the host, okay? Ooh, that was so close. That was actually close. Not only were my teammates doing next to no damage, but they actually turned on me and started to sabotage me. I was this close to losing my characters in the dumbest way possible. I had to run for my life until the enemies finally left me alone. Now I was in a rough spot. Should I go back to the artifact domain or head to the stadium to buy some food and heal my characters? Poor Kachina was seriously injured and didn't have much health left. I thought about it for a few minutes, weighing my options. In the end, I decided to be greedy and go back for the artifacts. I knew the perfect one was just around the corner, waiting for me. Hopefully a good goblet and I can end my artifact farming at least for now. I took some more damage. You know what, I don't need to do anything, let them carry me and just chill. I should probably stop getting closer to the monsters. The Dendrocores are actually hurting me. Okay, nice. I'm actually gonna play until they kick me. Let's see how much time does that take. Nice. What? That's actually good. That is good for Mualani. This artifact marked the end of my grind for today. It was the final piece of the puzzle, a potential perfect artifact for Mualani. For now, it was time to leave this domain and head back to the stadium to buy some food and heal my characters. But I knew this wasn't the end. I'll be back for more artifacts in the future. On my way to the stadium, something clicked. This whole experience changed me. I saw the struggles other players face every day, and I made a promise to myself. From now on, I'm going to team up with other players in these domains and help them as much as they helped me today. We are gonna focus on Kachina because I think she has better resistance, so I don't get one shot. So let's see, what do we need for the weapon? Let's see if we can do some holy cooperation, because I cannot do this on my own. Let's see if we can complete a few of the challenges, because I feel like this is going to expire before I can get my characters to level 90. Okay, I can play Kachina here.